रोम कॉम बोलने के लिए आपको अधिकार है। अभी बोलने के समय में सही रिपोर्ट देना। अभी मीडिया एक दिन में एक आदमी को एक औरत को खिलाफ आ रहा है, ये उसको देखना पड़ेगा। मेरा निवेदन आप
सर।
Yeah, I'm Dennis from
Behind you, please.
Okay.
From Hyderabad. Government may bring 100 bills and do exercise and do whatever. But single act of CBI, after withdrawing DMK from UPA, CBI raid on Stalin's house, what impression it gives? What impression it gives about a anti-corruption drive of UPA?
Because I would like to explain to you the background of the matter. No, let me give. Stalin is one of the citizens in this country. There are other citizens also. As far as the case is concerned, it was related, you might have read in the newspaper, it was relating to import of cars without paying the tax, giving false declaration by a company or organization while importing that it is used cars. 33 cars were imported. It was sold to various people. The people who purchased, they also know these are all new brand vehicles. They also know that they have to pay tax to the government on this. Now, DRI, Directorate of Enforcement, they have been doing investigation on that. The officer who released the vehicle from the DRI, but he was asked to do it. Then they found the Department of Finance found that officer was in collusion with them. He was not doing anything for 2 years. The case was transferred to CBI 2 months back. CBI, after finding there is a prima facie case, they filed a FIR. They started investigation. They found in 19 places they raided. 17 cars they recovered. It is not single individual. 19 places in the whole city of Chennai they raided and they recovered 19 cars. How do you say that it is targeted on this gentleman? And on the one side you say, on the one side the government is favoring certain people. And when we independently work, you say that you are going there because political vendetta. How can both will correlate?
I do accept that there is a foul, sir. There is a foul, I do accept that. But timing of raid...
That also we said, Honorable Prime Minister said, I said, Honorable Finance Minister, the timing was wrong. It will be taken by the people as far as the raid is concerned. About Stalin, the people will take. But I cannot say CBI don't go there. Then they will say Narayan Swamy is interfering in the investigation. You will write.
Yes, please.
So I'm Dennis Giles from Andaman Nicobar Islands. I don't know whether this question is directly relevant to your ministry, but still, if you can help. I would like to know what are the guidelines for appointing lieutenant governors. Is there any fixed tenure for lieutenant governors? This question is relevant here because our lieutenant governor is also the administrator.
Yeah, I know that because, the Sarkaria Commission has given recommendation. On that basis, it is being done. Normally, lieutenant governors will continue for 5 years, or the governors will continue for 5 years. The governor who has been appointed earlier will continue even after the 5th year, till the new governor is appointed. That is the system we have in our country.
Yes, please. You had a question.
Huh? 5 years fixed tenure. It can be extended by till the new governor comes. We will continue.
Yes, it's the 8th year running, and
I know that. I know why you are asking that question. I know that,
yeah,
but I cannot answer
that. He'll be considered as a localite.
Sir, myself Tapan Misra from Bhubaneswar. My question is that you are talking about protecting the honest officers and punishing the dishonest one. I am giving you one classic case from Odisha. One topper, one IAS topper, who was branded as a recalcitrant officer by government of Odisha. He was put on duty without duty for 3 years, 4 years, and finally he ran away to center. And like many officers, many honest and upright officers, they are running for covers to the center, and there is a paucity of good officers, administrative officers, whereas toppers and corrupted and those who are put behind the bars and the promotees, they are the running the shows. How come this dichotomy?
No, as far as when the officers are put at the disposal of the state government, we cannot interfere in the functioning of the state government, because then you will say center is interfering in the state administration. That is one part, because we have got the division of powers between the center and the state. Whenever it comes, this kind of cases come to our knowledge. Normally for suspension of that officer, if he is a good person, sometimes the state government frames charges against him because he is not hearing the state government, illegally they wanted to do something. But when it comes to us, we don't stand by the state government. I'll give you one example. In Uttar Pradesh, there was an officer, lady officer, who was unnecessarily framed because she went with her husband to the abroad without getting permission from the state. It's my minor one. They wanted to suspend her. We said that you can exonerate. The suspension we will not agree. We protected that officer. She's an honest officer because they framed her in this case because she was not hearing whatever the state government said. Therefore, we protected that officer. There was one IPS officer. The state government wanted to punish him. The state government filed several cases against him. He went to the Supreme Court and got the order. When his promotion came, unless until the state government gives clearance, his promotion cannot be held. What we did, even after the state government permission came, we went through the records and ultimately we found these officers to be protected. The review committee has promoted that officer because whenever it comes to our knowledge, we protect the honest officers.
Yes, the lady at the back.
I wanted to ask about the grievance redressal bill, the timely delivery of services bill. It was supposed to be tabled this session in Parliament. I don't know what happened because there was a lot of opposition to the bill from BJP and some parties regarding, how it was coming in the way of, it was going against the spirit of federalism.
No, as far as the service delivery bill is concerned, you are right, madam. Because there are some state government there. What happened, when the bill was framed, the model bill we sent to the state governments by writing letters to them. We wanted the comments from the state government on that. Except 2 states, no other government gave us any response. Then the bill was introduced in the parliament. It went to the standing committee. Standing committee gave recommendation. We took it to the cabinet, accepting some of the recommendations given by the standing committee. Now we are going to debate it in the parliament, circulating the amendment. That is the one stage. The state government say it is not in the concurrent list, it is in the state list, service delivery, therefore you should not interfere. But our argument is what is happening, the citizen charter, which has to be defined every year by every department of the government of India and also the states. What the state governments are doing, they are giving only few services. They are not giving the whole gamut of services. Therefore, we wanted to have a uniform policy of citizen charter. Therefore, we told them that the state, it is coming in the concurrent list. What is the schedule, sir, in concurrent list? On the action, it comes under the topic, in the third schedule, in the item number 8, it is actionable wrong. Therefore, it comes under the category. Therefore, legally we are bound by it. We are doing it because some of the BJP rules say some of the state chief ministers have written letter, but we would like to have a uniform act. That is why we are trying to push the bill.
Yes, please.
सर मिस्टर वांगसू फ्रॉम अरुणाचल प्रदेश, मैं आपसे एक प्रश्न पूछना चाहता हूँ, ये सजेशन भी है कि आपको मानना पड़ेगा कि आज हिंदुस्तान में हर इंसान, हर लोग गांव में हो, जहां भी हो, करप्शन के खिलाफ है और सब लोग परेशान है। मैं तो सच यही बता दूं कि पेड़ पौधा भी अभी करप्शन से सब लोग ट्रबल है। जैसे अरुणाचल प्रदेश में मैं आपको बता दूं कि हरियाली जैसे जो स्कीम सेंट्रल का कितना बढ़िया स्कीम्स आता है, सब खा जाता है, नंबर 1। दूसरी बात यह है कि जैसे फिशरीज का हो गया, तो इसमें क्या होता है, ब्लॉक लेवल बाद कोई डीएफडीओ वगैरह जो होता है, ये लोग करोड़पति से है सर, आप विश्वास नहीं करेंगे, करोड़पति से। और आपको पता होगा जो पीडीएस में जो इन्वेस्टिगेटर्स का जो रिपोर्ट का अनुसार एक आदमी महीना में 4-5 क्विंटल चावल खा जाता है। तो उस प्रकार के केस जो अभी केस चल ही रहा है, सब जुडिशरी इसमें बिल्स वगैरह जो पेंडिंग बिल्स है उसको क्लियर किया, और उसमें क्या हो गया कि स्टाफ्स को जो गवर्नमेंट सैलरीज देना मुश्किल हो रहा है। तो इस प्रकार की सिचुएशन में आप मुझे ये मत बताइए कि आपकी सरकार क्या करने जा रही है, आप ये बताइए इस प्रकार के केसेस में सरकार अब तक क्या कर चुकी है।